What's good, y'all? Welcome to my review of Wrestle Kingdom 13. Just finished. Oh, actually, I watched it last night, but I couldn't get to the review today, yesterday, because I was watching JD's review of it. And by that time, I was like, alright, I need to go the fuck to bed. So yeah. Overall, fucking loved the show. It was an amazing show. Now you might be like, hey, Glenn, what do you think of? How do you think it compared to WrestleMania? Better than WrestleMania 34, nowhere near as good as WrestleMania 29 or WrestleMania 30, but it was an all-around amazing show. But yeah. So anyway, let's get into each matches. I'll give you guys what I thought of each match, a rating, and then we'll just shoot the shit from there. Okay, so first up on the card was the Never Openweight Championship. Okay, but what does that even mean? The Never Openweight, is it Never Openweight, or is it like? I feel like that's kind of a weird title to call a belt the Never Openweight Champion. Anyway, it was between Kota Ibushi and Will Ospreay. By God, was this one of the greatest, match starter, wrestling show starters, opening matches I've ever seen. This match was just amazing. Tons of high spots with Kota Ibushi. This is the first time I've seen Will Ospreay, and I like the guy. I like him. And, I think, you guys know how much I love Kota Ibushi. This man's fucking amazing. And this is, there was something great about, when he did that corkscrew moonsault off the top rope. That was amazing. Although, I love the whole, little exchange they had, around, the midway point through the match, where they were countering, power bombs and different moves, and they were countering them back into power bombs. I love little exchanges like that. You see that in my reactions when they will drop. Probably, they'll either drop either today or tomorrow. When my Wrestle Kingdom 13 reactions drop. And also, you guys know this was also my first Wrestle Kingdom I'd seen. I love that it was actually Wrestle Kingdom 13, which 13 is actually my favorite number. Yeah. So this match, fucking amazing. Will Ospreay Kota Ibushi did end up losing the belt and giving it to Will Ospreay. Another thing I loved about this match was that Kota Ibushi gets possessed by Shinsuke Nakamura and hits the dude with a Kinshasa to the back of the head. I was like, bro, what are you, Shinsuke? And I love this one spot. This one spot where Kota Ibushi did a German suplex off the second rope. Not the second of the top rope, but one of the second ropes. Picked up the other guy. They're both on the second rope. He just throws him over there. The dude, Will Ospreay, managed to roll back on. He was on his feet, and I love the camera work here as Kota Ibushi kind of slowly turns back to see if he's still up. I thought that was amazing. And also, Kota Ibushi ended up getting a little bloody here. It wasn't excessive. It's not like he was bleeding from his forehead. He's just profusely gushing blood, but it was a nice little to add to the drama of the match with that little bit of blood. I think now they also played the fact that how he might have had an injury after Kota Ibushi got this elbow to the back of the head. They played off that he was very injured. We never really got it. Now apparently that's all for storyline. Kota Ibushi is just fine, although I wouldn't be surprised if the dude has a broken nose or something, because when he hit the pole, he hit the pole because he was bleeding from his nose a little bit. So overall, I give this match a 9.5 out of 10. I probably would have given it a 10 out of 10 if Kota actually retained the belt, but that's probably just my personal bias there. With that match, amazing opener. Then the show took a huge nosedive in quality, and it got borderline boring. I wish I was, but yeah. Next up was the IWGP, can someone explain what the hell IWGP even stands for? Junior Tag Team. I won't lie to you guys, I didn't even watch this match. I watched a little bits and pieces of it, but right here I was actually editing my Batman Damned reactions, so I didn't see much of this match. But what I saw of it was fine. The British heavyweight title between Tomohiro Ishii and Zack Sabre Jr. Same thing, decent match. I saw a little bit more about this one, and I appreciate Zack Sabre Jr. for the fact that he's an old school technical wrestler guy where he's using a lot of submissions, but me personally, I don't really care for him. The match was fine, nothing to write home about, but Then we had the IWGP tag titles with Tama Tonga and Tangaloa, Sada and Evil from Los Degenables de Japón. I think that's how you say it. I can never even get that name right. And actually, the Young Bucks were in here too, which I was surprised. I thought the Young Bucks were done, but no, this is their last match. I'm assuming this is their last match in New Japan. Although it looks like they may have an open relationship or a working relationship, I should say, with All Elite Wrestling. So maybe we might see the Young Bucks wrestle a few more times in New Japan. But yeah, Evil and Sanda ended up winning the belts over Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. They ended up losing. The Bucks look pretty good, but like I said, nothing really to write home about with this match. It was good, but meh. Then we had the IWGP US title between my man, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and Juice Robinson. A lot of mentions of WWE was in this match from the English commentators. Also, let me speak of the commentary team. The commentary team right here was amazing. And also Corey Graves, take some notes from the heel commentary guy here, because my God, is Corey Graves so insufferable? It's like listening to Sean's View Entertainment. My God, Mandy Rose is the hottest thing in all of WWE. Oh my God, she is so hot. I took off to her on a daily basis. Please, please, Mandy Rose, please notice me. Please, 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 give me your banana. I want some of that pussy. The man won't shut up about Mandy Rose. He's just so insufferable every time I listen to him. Ugh. This guy, perfect. Heel commentator, does the heel things, but he isn't insufferable and annoying like Corey Graves is. Thank Christ. Match again. Fine, it was good. The stuff with Brandy was pretty funny, where Brandon kind of like intervenes in the match. There was also a couple times where like the commentary team says it's like if he hit Brandy, he would get disqualified and lose a belt or something. So I don't know if there was some extra stipulation or I misheard something. But yeah, and all throughout the whole match, Barrows is like constantly testing. It's kind of like tempting Juice to punch her, like, you know, oh, come on, hit me. But he doesn't, because, you know, he's a gentleman. She even does that thing she did it All In where she covers Cody right when Juice is on the top rope. So I thought that was a nice little touch. But yeah, Juice won the belt. Nothing special. I will give that match a 7 out of 10. Then we had the IWGP Junior Heavyweight. Now this match was pretty good as well. Nothing right home, but although I did like the champion's interest, it was Kushida. He had like a Back to the Future entrance where there was this kid that walked up and he was wearing the belt, and then like a dude dressed up as Doc Brown shows up. He tells him to get over there by like this little platform area, and he's like messing it, and he like extends like this like the little antenna on his like on his remote, like one of those RC controllers. I think it was like the same controller Doc Brown had when he was controlling the DeLorean, and you know he's like messing around with it, smokes the belt. Then we have the actual champion Kushida. But my God, could they have made the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title any smaller? That thing looks like it's made for kids. Like, it's so small. My hand is bigger than... I swear my hand is bigger than the faceplate on that thing. But yeah, once again, fine match. Now this is when the show started to get low. This is when the show started to get better. We had the only non-titles match in here, which was between Kazuko Okada versus Jay White. Now, Jay White's actually been someone who's been slowly growing on me ever since I started watching New Japan. Okada was kind of the same thing. I know a lot of people praise Okada. He's like one of the best wrestlers. So far, I wouldn't go that far. I haven't seen a lot of his matches or any of his classics, like with like Kenny Omega, or if he had any with like, you know, Shinsuke or Kota Ibushi. But this match was really damn good. I really dug the spots that were in here. Because Okada was actually rocking, like, I guess, like, was going a little old school for this, because he was rocking trunks this time, instead of pants, and everyone lost their shit in the crowd. So I guess that was cool. Match itself pretty good. Jay White, I could definitely say I'm a Jay White fan now, because after I heard that his finisher was called the Blade Run, I was like, I'm a fan of this man, because you guys know, one of my favorite movies 2 years ago, back in 2017, was Blade Run 2049. So, you know, that was awesome to see. So yeah, match itself, I love that little like reversal. Like I'm a sucker for like reversal combinations like this, where moves are reversed into other moves and reversed into other moves. Like they were constantly about like Okada was trying to do a tombstone pile driver on him, which was trying to do a tombstone pile driver on Jay White. Then but then Jay White would counter into something else, and then they would keep countering each other's move for a good solid like minute. It was amazing. I loved it. That was amazing to see. I love that. I was like, yes. Stuff like that was amazing. But one thing. Can someone please explain me, when did Jay White become the leader of the Bullet Club? Like, I know why, because, you know, Kenny Omega is out. He's most likely either going to hopefully come to WWE. I know Cody Rhodes and the Bucks are too busy with All Elite Wrestling, but, like, in terms of storyline, it's like the same thing like what WWE did with Carmella's face turn. They didn't even bother to explain, like, how she became a face. She was just suddenly a face. Like didn't they do a whole thing when AJ Styles got kicked out when he was going to come to WWE, where like Kenny Omega power bombed him or something? He couldn't do something like that with Kenny, but whatever. Yeah. Overall, now this match, I would overall give Kazuko Okada versus Jay White. That match I give a solid 8 out of 10. It was a damn good match, and that's when the show finally started to pick up a little bit. And I was like, okay, finally, now we're getting somewhere. Because like when I saw the Kota Ibushi match, I was like, holy shit, the whole card could be like this. I'm in for a treat. But then it just took a nosedive with those last 3 matches. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And for a while, I was like, am I the only one? Does anyone else think that this is kind of boring and like very lackluster? I was like, am I the only one? So then when I saw Jay's review, I was like, yeah, man, and he shares the same thing. I was like, okay, it's not just me. So yeah, this match overall was great. Next up, now this is when Wrestle Kingdom really went full steam ahead, and this is when the show became fucking phenomenal. We had the IWGP Intercontinental title between my man, the best in the world at what he does, Chris Jericho versus Tetsuya Naito. My God, and this was a no DQs match, and my God, was this match fucking amazing. Oh my God, that's so much fun watching this match. And by the way, I gotta say, I love Chris Jericho's alpha character with the stuff he does, I have to say this, guys. The face paint Chris wears is so fucking stupid. Like, why does he need that like little makeup or face paint on his face when he's like the alpha character? Why? It looks fucking stupid. Does anyone else feel like that, or is that just me? I hate that face paint he wears. I'm like, Chris, you can't just go with your normal face. Why do you need the face paint? You look fucking stupid with that. You look like a stupid idiot over there, Chris, with that face paint. Anyway, I did like at the start of the match, right before the bell even run, Tetsuya Naito was attacking Chris Jericho right before the bell even run. And I liked how he started strangling him with his scarf, because we know Chris loves his scarves. I thought that was a nice touch with him strangling with his scarf. Although, oh my God, there was even this one spot where I just started cringing like crazy. It was when they were outside the ring, and Tetsuya Naito hits Chris Jericho with a pile driver, and dear God, every time I see that move, I cringe, because I know that move could seriously fuck you up if you don't do it properly. I am shocked New Japan even still does that move, because every time I see it, I just cringe. I almost look away every time I see it. I'm like, oh God, the pile driver, oh no. Thankfully, Chris fine. Although Chris kind of ended up paying the favor when they were on the announce table, and he hit a DDT onto Tetsuya, but the man's he landed on the tippy top of his head and then fell over and landed on his back. And then one of the commentators said that there's like a Tetsuya Naito head-sized dent in the table. So. I also loved it when Chris got the camera, and just gave him the finger. That was awesome. And I also loved it when he had the Walls of Jericho on. He was like, ask him! Although my favorite spot of the whole match, my favorite moment of the whole match, was when after the DDT, he starts ringing the bell, and everyone is gasping because, it's Japan. They're very respectful culture, and this is very out of character for them. Like, I love the alpha character, and you mix it with Japan's culture, it's always irritating to watch. I love Chris Jericho, man. And he starts ringing, and then he tells Red Shoes, the referee, to raise his hand. The ref's like, absolutely not. And then you got the heel commentator being like, yeah, Chris Jericho won the match. And that just had me dying there. That was hilarious. I just loved that when he started ringing the bell. And he's like, I won! I raised my hand! That was amazing. That match was fucking awesome. I would give that match a 9.5 out of 10. Tetsuya Naito ended up winning the belt. I did like it when they brought in the kendo sticks. I love when Tetsuya Naito was in the acted like he was in the batter's box with the kendo stick. And so before he started wailing on Chris Jericho with the kendo stick, he was like he was in a baseball game. All right, he was doing some practice swings and shit. It was hilarious. Chris also brought in 8 chairs in the match, and he was like, nah, I need more chairs. He keeps throwing chairs and chairs, more chairs in there. Yeah. So this match was amazing. Tetsuya Naito ended up winning the belt. Literally all the belts changed hands here. So I guess this is gonna be a new start from a fresh start for New Japan. Now let's see if WWE can keep their promise of having a fresh start. We'll have to wait and see on Monday Night Raw in a couple days. But yeah, this match fucking amazing. 9.5 out of 10 for Tetsuya Naito versus Chris Jericho. And then we had the main event. Kenny Omega versus Hiroshi Takahashi. Now I'm going to be very cliche with saying it, but this was match of the night. Oh my god, was this match amazing. Now I know, like I said, it's very cliche, and I like how even JD in his review said, like, you know, it would be very cliche of me to say it was Kenny Omega versus Hiroshi Takahashi until he ended up picking Chris Jericho instead, but me, it was Kenny Omega. Oh my god, do I love Kenny? Oh my god. And I really hope he comes to WWE because I need to see him go against Seth Rollins. That'd be a 5-star classic. Now, Kenny Omega obviously lost the belt in this time because we know his contract's up and hopefully he's coming to WWE. So, yeah. But that didn't mean this match was not amazing. Like, Kenny Omega put his all into this match. Oh my god. And Hiroshi Takahashi, I'm sold on him now. This match was so awesome. I love, like, you know, and he hit him, and I love the V triggers, all those V triggers. And like, oh my god, every time I hear him do that V trigger, ugh, yeah. Now it's sound the same in WWE. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully it does, cause like, oh my. And there was just so I'm trying to remember, and like there were so many great spots throughout the whole match. And I liked how Kenny Omega's entrance was. He was rocking Final Fantasy. He was like rocking like Sephiroth-esque attire with like a one wing, with like having like this armor with a one wing on. Because we know, like, is it like his favorite game is Final Fantasy 7? I'm assuming it is, since his finisher is called the One Wing Angel. So that was awesome to see. And throughout the whole, and I like this actually his trunks. He was like, they were kind of like Razer inspired, you know, the video game like accessories company that does like mouse and keyboards and shit. He was watching like similar trunks to that, and there was just so many great spots. I love this little table spot that he did where Kenny was gonna, I think he did like I think it was like a moonsault or something off the where Takahashi was gonna do like a moonsault from off the top row and to do it on Kenny Omega when he was on the table, but Kenny actually managed to get out of the table and he ends up hitting the table by himself. Ooh, that was right. And I like how the commentator said that Kenny could have just won the match right here with a count out, but because Kenny's cocky attitude, which Kenny Omega doesn't come off like a guy that's cocky. Like from the match I've seen, he doesn't really come off cocky. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something, but yeah, he's like, no, I'm gonna finish him in the ring. So yeah, match itself, fucking amazing. I like how the Bucks were there. And they were gonna like tell him like, hey man, look out, look out. I thought that was very funny. Also, did anyone else kind of get the vibe when Kenny Omega like hugged the Young Bucks around the start of the match? Almost came off like a goodbye. I don't know that it was just me, but that was something I kind of. But yeah, overall, Kenny Omega versus Hiroshi Takahashi, match of the night. That match was just fucking amazing. That match I would give a 10 out of 10. That match was amazing. Oh man, I love Kenny Omega, and I love that little like, you know, top rope dive he does where he like does the Rise of the Terminator, and then everyone's doing the theme, you know, dun 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 dun. Oh my god, I love Kenny Omega. Like, oh man, I wonder what his favorite Terminator movie is anyway. I'm hoping it's Terminator 2. But yeah, so overall I would give Wrestle Kingdom 13 a 9 out of 10 overall with the show. A lot of great matches, but it was just those like those like 3 matches, like 2 or 3 matches following the Kota Ibushi match. They were I wouldn't say they were boring. They were just underwhelming compared to that opening match, because that opening match was so high octane, fast, and crazy. I was expecting the whole card to be like that, but now they kind of took a nosedive, and they were kind of boring match. Not boring match, but just uneventful and what's the exact word I'm looking for? Underwhelming, I guess you could say. Underwhelming matches. So yeah, definitely yeah. Now, and also guys, I love that little countdown they did right before the show started, where they were like, Tokyo, no! And then they had like the 10, 9 with the fire behind it. It puts the Royal Rumble countdowns to shame. But, yeah. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say about Wrestle Kingdom 13, guys. Amazing show. Definitely recommend if you guys haven't seen it yourself. It was a damn good time. Although, right before I leave you guys, one thing, I literally just remembered this. There was this one time, like around like the end of the match, was when Hiroshi Takahashi hits Kenny Omega with a Styles Clash. Yes, AJ Styles' finisher was used by Hiroshi Takahashi. Now, I don't know if this is like a telling sign that, yes, Kenny Omega is indeed coming to the WWE, or Hiroshi Takahashi's like, you know what, fuck it, let me use AJ Styles' finisher. But It's weird the fact because the dude's been gone from New Japan for a decent while now. He's been with WWE since like 2016? 2016? Yeah, around like 2016. So the fact that Takahashi's using a Styles Clash on him, I don't know that now. Grant, I don't know if this is a sign that he's indeed come to WWE or that he just felt like using it. I don't know. But whatever the case may be, it's definitely an interesting thing that he did use AJ Styles' finisher of all finishers on Kenny Omega.
Not so fast. Oh boy, he is rolling.
If you feel like it, links to the in the description box below. As always, come back for more. See you guys next time.